Believe it or not, most big YouTubers aren't making a full-time living from ad revenue alone, and in fact, if they were trying to live off the ad revenue, they would probably be broke by now. You see, you need millions of monthly views just to make the average US salary of around $50,000. But don't take my word for it, listen to what Ali Abdaal has to say on the topic.
Now, in my case, it was about 2 and a bit years into the journey of making YouTube videos when I'd probably made 100 and something YouTube videos, and my channel was making enough money for me to quit my job, i.e. around about $4,000 a month. And we can see here that that corresponds to 1.6 million views, 1.9, 2 million views, 2 million views, 2 million views. Somewhere between 1.5 to 2 million views per month was what was corresponding to enough revenue for me to quit my job.
In order to get millions of monthly views, you're dependent on videos going viral. And it goes without saying, most of us just aren't Ali Abdaal. In fact, the average monthly views on a channel tend to range between 10 and 100,000, which is especially true for educational style channels. So views alone aren't going to pay your bills or allow you to quit that job. It's why YouTubers are so dependent on getting sponsorship deals, especially entertainment channels who don't have many other options for monetization other than merchandise. But again, all of these are conditional on the size of channel and the number of average views that you're getting, which means you get trapped in this cycle of constantly chasing views. You end up becoming a slave to what's trending, chasing those viral views to make more money. It's why influencers in the extreme can come across as complete sellouts, always pitching different products. But even if you can get them, you have to be careful with viral views, as they aren't always a good thing. One of my faceless channels had a number of videos go viral, and one in particular got over 1 million views. But sadly, those views weren't in my target demographic. Most of them were from India, so the amount that I made from those views was very low. It also wasn't my typical content for the channel, so this meant that my audience got pulled massively in the wrong direction. And when I posted new content, the subscribers didn't like it and it underperformed. This essentially destroyed the channel, as I had to make a choice. Give them what they want and continue to create content that gets views but doesn't really generate much money, or grind away at finding a new audience for the channel, which could take an absolute ton of work and effort. Luckily for me, this was one of my demo channels, so I didn't really care that much about it, but the wrong viral video can do more harm than good. This is even more important for expert or educational YouTubers. I've had a viral video on this channel that brought in pretty darn good ad revenue, but it took my channel in a different direction and not the one that I wanted to go in. I was also selling an online course at the time, and of those hundreds of thousands of views, it actually brought in fewer sales than one targeted video that just had a few thousand views on it. So the question is, should you go viral? I mean, obviously we want to get as many views as possible on our content, right? And if you're an entertainment channel, then I would pretty much say yes 100%. But you don't want to do it before you truly know who your audience are and what they want. When I ended up going big in India by mistake, I thought I was targeting the US market, but it turns out I was just being general. So make sure that you heavily research your audience and niche first. On the other hand, if you have an educational channel, then I would say no, not if you want to go full-time and build a business around YouTube. We've already established that you need millions of views to make a full-time living, so chasing views is a bad goal. If it happens, then great, it's a nice added bonus, but it shouldn't be the overall strategy. You should help a particular audience with a particular problem. Go super niche. Even if it means getting fewer views, those who specialize get paid more. Take doctors, for example. General practitioners get paid less. So it's better to be seen as an expert in one particular area. Be the big fish in the small pond, rather than the small fish in the big pond. You can then monetize your views with products and services like private communities, online courses, online coaching, workshops, or other services. The good thing about YouTube is that you don't really have to sell that hard. There will always naturally be people who want more from you and are willing to pay for it. And when it comes to YouTube, sometimes less is actually more. It's about the quality of the views that you get and what you do with them. With that said, if you would like more free training, then make sure that you check out our community. The link is in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.